Hey there, and today we'll be exploring the Google Map interface and how you can use it to the next level. So you might think Google Maps is just a platform for GPS, but it is way, way more than that. So basically, over here you have your interface. So then over here you can do many things. If you want, you can switch from layers. This is especially useful for geographers and you even of government officials to plan around building roads, etc. Like how they can make roads, how they can be sustainable considering the surrounding landscape. It's example Sydney. Sydney is built in such an area where their development is very limited. Not that limited, but still it is quite limited compared to other cities. Because over here you have the mountains going to the south and covering the entire in this area, and then to the east you have the beaches and those ocean. So that's why there was a limited space to grow onto it, and so they'll have to start cutting down forests, or they have to start developing in a very weird shape down here. Anyways, yeah, so you could do this, and you could even check for live traffic as well. Like for example, we can see that in central Sydney there is some heavy traffic, especially from on Clyde to the Sydney central area. We can also check for road like blockages or like closed roads. Like for example, we can check for crashes. You can check a road closure. Sometimes it might even show. It might even show how long it is closed for. It depends on the government. It's saying like for example, road closure on Alford Street North closed until November 2022 and January 2026. That's a pretty long time. That's a whole year apart. And then you can see the famous landmarks shown here, like the Sydney Opera House, which is a really, really famous landmarks. You can even see these train thingies. This is an example. You can even see these things, which is Australia's symbol for trains. That is light rail over there, the L over there. So just there. And M is this metro, and F is the ferry. Okay, and if we're going to talk about symbols, continue. And you can even look at good previews as well. You can even check Sydney Harbour Bridge. You can do this. You can check it out. It's not loading currently, but you can check it out as well. Okay, but then let's now talk about how it is useful for geographers. Firstly, you can click on more, and then you can map tools. You can measure. For example, if I wanted to measure the distance from, let's just say, for example, I want to measure the distance from Sydney Airport, how long it will take. Okay, so then we're gonna basically go and then we're gonna check. So then we're gonna go to, let's just take an example that we might go to we might go to Singapore. Okay, so just an example. They might need to accurately measure where to land, but then they will probably land maybe here. Or yeah, they probably will land here. So then they can check the total distance with flights, like the shortest amount of flight it passes through the Indonesia, directly through Indonesia. They can check, like for example, there are countries that you do not want to pass through due to this. Is not Indonesia is like pretty safe country, so that's not an example. But then, like for example, we want to, like for example, let's take an example of like a country that hates another country. So then basically, then that country might restrict the airspace to that country. So then the country has to work around it. I'll give you an example. Let's just say that we have USA and Russia. Those two countries hate each other, right? But then let's say that USA from like Alaska Anchorage wants to get to a place that's Alaska Anchorage. This is just an example. So then they want to get to Russian airspace is really weak, so that's why they have restricted usage. Let's just say that they want to go from Anchorage to, like, for example, to their Kazakhstan, for example. They cannot pass through Russia because Russia restricted their airspace. So this is where things get tricky. Even Alaska's connection with Europe is really deteriorated thanks to Russia's massive airspace restrictions. Like, for example, you want to go to London, you have to pass through New. That's a good way. Like, for example, let's just switch this to a place like, for example, I want to go to Helsinki. Yeah, let's take an example of going to another place like Saudi Arabia. So then they'll have to adjust it. Like they have to first probably land in Berlin, then this, or if it's a direct flight, then this is where things get a little tricky. They're gonna have to first. They're gonna first have to probably go to here. They have to probably sacrifice some route time, and they might go. They probably might go down. They have to pause. They have to avoid going through Russian airspace for more maximum efficiency. So then you can plan air routes and you can even check travel time. So then you want to select a place to see travel time. Now I'm gonna go and select a Brisbane. Let's go select Brisbane for example. I want to select this place, okay, for the travel time. You need to zoom in to see drive time. It's showing drive time around the selected time space. So then it's trying to show us. It's calculating it. It's showing us the drive time around the selected places. So it's showing it around the selected place. So like am I going to zigzag? It's showing like the driving time like this. This highlighted thing showing the 1 hour how much you'll cover. So you can get to most of Brisbane within 1 hour from the CBD. And but you can't get to get it takes a little bit longer to get to Gold Coast. And also Sunshine Coast is a little bit further. But it's like a really, really useful tool. And now let's look at how you can save places you want to go to. Let's say that you want to travel to a place like let's just say for example you want to travel to India, like Agra specifically, due to the Taj Mahal people want to go see the Taj Mahal. So then basically I will want to click on the landmark I want to see. So this is Taj Mahal. So then I'll click on this and then we see the Taj Mahal, right? So then I will basically I will save this by bookmarking this. I can click on this and I want to save this as a edit list. Want to add a place so then you can search for a place to add like Taj Mahal. So then you can say edit want to go and then it could be listed in your favorites where you want to go. And you don't need to search for it. Your search you can just click on here. And you can even select your favorite places. Like for example, if you might have went to, just example, you might have went to Georgia, maybe Tbilisi, for example, and then you want to add this to your favorites. Like you're gonna go here, and then you're gonna click on favorites, and then you're gonna click on edit list. All right, you need to click on edit list, and then after that, you might want to add a place like the Tbilisi. So then you click on this, and yeah, that's pretty much how you can add your favorites, etc. You could even share something about the place. Like for example, I loved the food over there, and then you can do like that. You can say what you want to write about it. All right, and then one place. Once you go, you can even click your travel plans. You can even add a new list. List name places. You might want to even write places that you don't like. You might even want to write places that you don't like. I just created this list. When you click randomly play places I do not like. Okay, and anyways, yeah. But that's not only the game changing feature. You can even check your recent things, like you can check your recent searches as well. Okay, and you can even show your contribution. You can show location sharing. You can even edit the map. But you might ask, how are you supposed to edit the map? Well, you might want to, what do you call? You might, like for example, you might see a missing road. So then you might want to add something. I will not add this, but I'll just show you how you can probably do it. Obviously, I won't add it. So yeah, this is way on the mobile app. So yeah, actually, you know what? I don't want to harm. I don't want to ruin people's travel. That's why I'm not gonna do it. But yeah, it's relatively simple. Yeah, on the mobile app, we release a mobile app version of this video. Release it probably the next day. So then, anyways, yeah, that's pretty much it. And one more feature I forgot to show you is this browse street image. You can drop wherever you want, and you can even check. I want to drop in. Let's just say, for example, I want to see how Portugal Street is. No, maybe like yeah, Portugal Street. Let's just check that out. Maybe the northern area. So we just landed in a district, and we seem like we have one led us to a parking area in some grass area. So then you can even search. You can even search where are you currently. You can even expand this. You can see where you're going. You can even expand this. You can even see what's ahead of you. Like I want to turn around, so I gotta do like this. I'll slowly, 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 and steadily go and go. This is just an example, and don't forget to mention the Google ecosystem. The Google ecosystem is crazy. You have your Gemini. You can access. You can click on this Google's ecosystem. No many people talk about this, but Google's ecosystem is really nice. You can go to Google Translate. You can even go to from this place. You can even go to Google News. You can even check the world's news just from your Google map. That's surprising. And even your briefing. You can even check some quick briefings of like saying like many other articles related to the story. Okay, this is just an example. And you can even have chat, Google Meet, Gmail, Drive, Calendar, photos, etc. You can even have docs, sheets, and you can even access this from the Google homepage. Look at the Google ecosystem, and there's way more. Yeah, as I said, there's way more forms, blogger, merchant, travel, etc. There's just lots of this. So I hope I have helped you in clarify more about the Google ecosystem, how you can use Google Maps to the full potential. Anyways, thanks for watching Unpacking Mysterious Exit. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Anyways, bye.